think you are? Do you feel you're a beginner, like you don't know anything about digital products? It is just the guide you read, and now you have, some form of idea. Or maybe you're at the intermediate level, maybe you've even created a digital product, but you still need help with some things. So let me know where you are, or you're an expert already. You even created, more digital products than me. Everybody is welcome in the community. So please chat. Let me know that level, the level you are. Yeah, so I want it to be interactive because we are going to, this will be saved on YouTube, and people can actually come there to watch at any time. So that's actually the essence of using YouTube, so that other people can also come here and watch. It's going to be saved there. So I'm waiting. Okay, I can see Latic Naturals. I have a digital product, but I want to know how to sell it. Great. So if you are at the beginner level, you don't have any digital product, you just want to learn how to create and sell it, just type beginner in the chat. Just type beginner in the chat. Precious, intermediate level, created like 3 digital products. I would want to learn how to make sales. Great. You are at the right place. That's what the community is for. To help everybody at that level you are, because this thing is a process. I always say that people can say, go ahead and create digital product. I know maybe some people also told you to go ahead and do it. Do it. You sell what you know, do this and that. Yes, you can actually go ahead and do it, because that is actually the first stage, the courage to go ahead and do it. Once you've been able to do that, then you can actually move to selling. So that is like the most important stage. But when you are done with that, you now get to the main place. That is the selling aspect, and that takes strategy. So it's not only about just creating. You have created it, now then who will buy it? You have to sell it. So if you don't sell it, you won't be able to make money, and then you won't be able to, make impact. So that thing you want, you won't be able to achieve it. You won't be able to achieve your goal. So who else? There are no beginners here. Faith, can you drop the link in the group again so they can join? I hope BBN is not is not stopping people. I said I'm not going to shift, I'm not going to postpone, because I already said I'll do it today, and I also have other things lined up. So it's going to affect my calendar. Okay, there are no beginners here. Let me just move on to the mindset. So all I have to say about this mindset is that you already know that it's limiting. It limits you. The mindset of I can't do it, it limits you. Even at the stage of you creating the digital product and not knowing how to sell, the mindset might be there saying, oh, you better leave it. You have created it. You don't know how to sell. You better leave it. So that it is limiting. Those mindsets are limiting. They are limiting you. You already have the power. If I tell you that everybody can be rich, will you believe me? If I tell you now that everybody can be rich, will you believe me? You say no. Some people cannot be. Those who do not want to be rich, they don't want to be rich. But if you want to be rich, you'll be rich. If you want to be wealthy, you'll be wealthy, because God has deposited what will make you wealthy in you. Everybody was created with a gift. Everybody has a gift. Everybody. Look at people, all these people you are looking up to, actors, entertainers, people you are looking up to mentor you, to help you, to train you, people you love, people like you want to meet. When you see them, you shout, hey, what did they do? What do you think they did? They actually believed in themselves, and what they were able to do what they know. They were able to do what they know. So I want you to put it in your mind. I want to believe in myself, and I want to do what I know. It is just that simple. If you can believe in yourself and do what you know, you are good to go. I was looking at I saw a video of I think his name is Victory Asaka or something. I don't know if you came across it. I just saw it online. He's a spoken word poet also. People who speak the way I'm speaking and then they turn into poet. Like I think I be quick. I don't know if you've seen that Glow advert or is it MTN, that lady that speaks, at the beginning and says all these things. What is that? That is a gift. If you do that thing somewhere, they will just be looking at you, is this one? But people who know the value, if you are just able to just sit down and groom it. So that gift you have, maybe you know how to talk, turn that into something. Maybe you can become a content creator. Maybe you start vlogging, you just come on YouTube and maybe podcasting or something, or written spoken word poem like that. If you know how to write, turn it into something. So God has deposited our gifts in us. We all have our gifts. Mine is to help. That is it. I can write. I love reading. The knowledge is just there. When I read something, I get something from it. I just pick secrets from the things that I read and then I just put it out. So when you find out what you have, you find out your gift, and then you know that, okay, this is mine, this is mine. That is what God wants you to use. He has put it in you. He wants you to use it for his kingdom. And then for yourself, that is where you get money from. But if you say you don't want to use, then you won't be rich. So that is it. So everybody can be rich if you can just look within. What is the gift I have? And then you make use of your gift. It's going to take you everywhere. It's going to take you global. It says that seeth a man diligent in what he does. He will sit before kings and not me men. He says the gift of a man, it will take him places. It will bring him in that big room. So you need to find your gifts. So if you've been able to find your gift, then what is the next step? Believe in yourself that you can use that gift. If you can't use it, then why did God give you? Why did he give you? He gave you because he knows you have the potential to use it. So that is just the mindset shift you need. You need to believe in yourself and do what you know. Believe in yourself and do what you know. Okay, I can see Kenny, a beginner. I haven't created any. That's great. You're going to be able to do that in the community. So I think we've been able to get that. If there are any questions about mindset, just drop it. If there's something that is stopping you, maybe you a fear of something or something, just drop it in the chat, then I'll address that. So let's move on to our guide. Let's just review it. And then after that we'll take questions. Victoria says she's also a beginner. Great. Community is for you. We are going to go through we are going to old trainings, to help you get started. We're going to old trainings to help you get started. So not to worry. We'll work that out. Wherever you are, we'll meet you. Yeah, Ruth also says she's a beginner. Great. So let me share my screen. Let me know when you see the screen. Okay. Can you see the screen now? Yes, you can see it. Great. So let's get started. I want to run through it fast so that I don't waste your time. So I can take questions and then we can move on to what we have for you in the community for beginners, intermediate, those that have digital products, you just want to learn how to sell. There is something for everyone in the community. So this is a call for me, and this training is my first process, to answering my call. So this is the guide. I know you have it already. I've done the introduction, so we don't need to go through that. A digital product, you should know this by now if you've read the guide, is an intangible item that can be sold and delivered online without the need for physical inventory. Unlike physical products, digital products can be downloaded, accessed, or consumed repeatedly without ever running out of stock. So that is just the best part of creating digital products. You don't have no logistics problem. My delivery, oh yeah, track your order. Where is it? Where will I get it? When will it get here? No, anybody can get it. Even while you are asleep, people buy your products even while you are asleep. You don't need to put it in a warehouse. You don't need to buy a warehouse. You don't need to rent a store or anything. Just create your product and you are good to go. And the best part is that you can create a product even in a day. You can create it in 1 week. You can create it in 2 weeks. It depends on the kind of product you are creating. It depends on you, how fast you are. So that is just it. Some people create digital products in a day, especially with this new development of AIs and the likes. So but I wouldn't recommend that unless you are just creating a checklist or a template. But if you want to create something valuable, you actually need to take your time so that it's going to be worth it. So who can create a digital product? Anyone with valuable knowledge, experience, or a solution to offer can create and sell a digital product. Anyone with a solution to offer with valuable knowledge. You can sell digital products if you have experience. Even cooks sell digital products. They put together checklists, they put together recipes, they even sell videos. They prepare the food, they prepare the meal, and then they sell the videos to you, and then you'll be watching it and then you'll be cooking. Even experiences, maybe you wanted to lose weight and you were able to do something to help you lose weight, you could sell it. That is your experience. you know Maybe you had a medical issue and you were able to overcome it, and then you know how to overcome it and you want to help others do so, you can sell it. There are clarity coaches. All they do is people who are not clear on things, or those who don't know. There are even purpose coaches. It's even part of what I'm also going to be doing. If you want me to teach you now, maybe you want me to coach you on how to create your course, I must talk to you about purpose, because it is going to help your course stand out. So people, okay, oh, what's your own issue? I don't know. I'm not clear about my purpose. These people will make you, they will teach you how to be clear about your purpose. So there is nothing you can't sell. Once it is a solution to people's problem, once it is something that can help somebody achieve a goal, this is a goal this person wants to achieve, and you have a solution to that, you can help them achieve it. you know a lot of people out there now that are selling templates, selling videos like this, courses on how to get remote jobs. Maybe they also came online, they used some strategies, they were able to get remote jobs, and then they felt like, okay, I'm going to teach somebody this process, step by step process. This is what I did. I created the resume. I went to ChatGPT. I did this, I did that. They put it together. That is it. They sell it. So you can sell your experience. You can sell your knowledge. You can sell your skills. You are skilled at something and then you want to help people. So there is nothing you can, once it is what valuable, once it can solve somebody's problem, once it can help somebody overcome a challenge. So this includes leaders, experts, and service providers, business owners. Let me bust your let me say this one. Do you know that I came across one woman? What was she doing? She was doing therapy, online therapy. I don't know. It's very funny. I just saw it on Instagram. I was just laughing on that day. Online therapy. You will sit down in your house. She will also sit down like this, and they pay her per hour. And then she will be telling you what to do. Imagine you are in a house, everywhere is dark, this and this, and those people will be feeling it. They will also close their eyes. They will be, Do you know how much this person is charging? Hundreds of dollars. That is what she's charging. That is what she's charging per hour. So some things you feel like, you're nobody. You don't just do your research and find out if there are people who want solution to that. You know, once you do your research and you find out that there are people actually need those solutions, you are good to go with your digital product. So you don't need a fancy title to start. So stay at home moms, you can start. I was also a stay at home mom. I'm still a stay at home mom and I'm selling my digital product in my house. This is my home office. So nothing can stop you. Students, young professionals. So this is like a gift from God to us. We can do anything we want to do, you know. Um, excuse me. Let me reply this message. Yeah. So why you should consider, why you should consider positioning yourself as an expert, generating passive income. Very, very important. If you are somebody who you are tired of where you are, you want to become an expert, you want to position yourself so that people will see you. They will feel like you have credible authority in your field and you'll be able to get more opportunities. Digital products is perfect for you. Generating passive income. You already have a job, you have other things you are doing by the side, you have businesses, but you feel like you want multiple sources of income. And then creating digital product is one way. So you generate passive income. You don't need to do any extra work. You create it once and you continue to sell it. You just continue to repeat your marketing strategy and then you continue to sell it. Digital product is great for you. Ease of creation and delivery. I just told you that you can create a digital product in one day. If you want to create templates, if you want to create checklists, you can create them in one. Even some worksheets, just go to Canva. It's part of what we are still going to do in our training. This guide that you are seeing now, I created it in on Canva. This guide I'm using to teach you, I created it on Canva. So just go to Canva, create your guide, create your template or whatever you want to do, and then put it on a platform. But you have to learn how to sell, because if you are not careful, crickets in your DM or whatever you tell them to go to. So that is just it. And we are also going to go through that. Making an impact. Your knowledge can help others learn new skills, solve problems, and achieve their goals. Yes. Business growth and scalability. You get to scale. And then if it's something you want to do long term, it is good because you keep selling, you keep selling. All you have to do is just go and update it. Like if it's a course, you just go and update it. Maybe there's something new out there, you just go, you update it, and then that's all. So increase freedom and flexibility. Just like me now, I'm in my house, I'm free. Everything is flexible for me. I don't need to run around to sell my products. I can do it from the comfort of my home. So I don't think we need to go through these mindsets again because we've talked about that. I'm not an expert. You should know, you should know by now that you don't need to be an expert to start. I've said that the main factor is you solving a problem. Find a problem. This is a problem so people have. I have the solution to it, and then you go ahead and solve it. This is a goal, so this so people have. I know the step-by-step process to help them achieve the goal. And then you go ahead and create your digital product. That is it. So once there is demand, you are good to go. So the time is not right. There will never be a perfect time. The time is not right. You've been saying since 2024 till now. If I said that the time is not right, I don't know where I will be now. Maybe I will just still be at home taking care of my children, and then that's all. I will just I wouldn't be able to um achieve my full potential. That is it. So, staying at home, taking care of your children, I'm not saying it's bad. That is what I'm doing. But, there can be more you can do if you want to do it. So that is it. No one will buy my digital product. That's a lie. Once it solves a real problem, like I said, you know. I hope you can still hear me. Let me know so that I'm not just talking and no one can hear. Let me know if you can still hear me. Okay. So let's move on. And I don't know how to create content. It is part of what we are going to teach. It is part of what you are going to learn. So if you don't know how to create content, you are going to learn it. I said that there are tools and strategies to simplify the process. So don't worry about that. So must haves before creating and selling, you must have a clear purpose. Why do you want to create a digital product? Now, this is for the beginners. You need to have a clear purpose. Why do you want to create this digital product? Why? You need a why. If you want to achieve anything, there should be a why. Why do you want to create it? Is it for money? Is it to be fulfilled? Is it for impact? Whatever. Who will benefit from it? Who are the people? You need to find out who. How does it align with your brand or business goals? So these are questions you need to ask so that you'll have a clear purpose for creating it. If your purpose is not clear and then you go ahead and create that product, you won't be able to achieve your goals. That is it. It will just be half baked, especially if you don't know who your audience is. You are just wasting your time, because who will buy from you? You need to know who will buy so that you'll be able to create what aligns, with those people. So personal branding and positioning is also important, and we are also going to look at this. So this doesn't have anything to do with your amount of audience, because that is what stops some people. They feel like, I only have 100 people on Instagram, I only have 200 followers on LinkedIn. Who will buy my product? No, that's not what we are talking about. Followers doesn't count when it comes to digital products. What I'm not saying is not good to have followers, oh, because if they say, okay, Mo, you are saying this, oh yeah, bring your own followers, take 100. I will not, I will say no. So I'm not saying that followers are not good. I'm just saying that that doesn't stop you from selling your digital products. So branding is not about followers. Branding is about positioning. That is just it. Letting people know that this is what I stand for. So if you are somebody who has experienced maybe weight gain, and then you were able to lose weight, you were able to lose weight, and then you want to sell that experience, you want to sell that process, we should be able to see it now. We should be able to, you should show us. You should show us before and after. You should tell us about it. You should tell us your story. You know, people like that do a lot of storytelling, because that is what will connect to your audience. So if you now put out a product, now maybe you do sponsor that or whatever you do, and I see it and I come to your page, I don't see something that relates with that. You are doing something else entirely. I won't be bothered. I will just leave your page and go somewhere else. So that is what we are talking about. It is about positioning yourself. So you can't just wake up today and say you want to start selling something when we do not see some blueprints. So you need to put that in order. So that is what I'm talking about, and it's part of what we are going to look at in the community. So ensure your messaging offers solution to their pain points. Communicate with the audience to validate the demand of your solutions. That is it. So I don't know. Maybe there are some people you are following. They just ask a question and they say, what do you think? Oh, if you have this something, if you have this kind of thing, what do you think? Will you like it? And people will just be replying, yes, I would like it to. It will help me to solve a lot of problem. Maybe somebody wants to sell an alarm, and maybe that alarm will sing a song. Maybe that alarm will sing, wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah. Oh God just gave me an inspiration. I just sold a product now. Maybe somebody will steal this idea now. So somebody can just create that alarm, and then for Christians, for Christian creatives, for the Christian community, and say the alarm will just start singing in the morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Or maybe your favorite song, you can set it to your favorite song and something like that. Maybe to pray, maybe it will just start with maybe the speaking in tongues of Apostle Selman or something, or say one quote of one bishop you love. You just set it there. Immediately you hear it, you start praying. That is a product, and that person just shares it and say, would you like this? You want to pray, but you've not been able to pray. If you have this kind of alarm that does this, will you buy it? And then people start saying, yes, I'll buy it, or at least it is going to help me pray. When I hear it, I want to pray, this and that. And then you go ahead and create your digital product, because it has already been validated. So that is what we are talking about when we are talking about branding and positioning. so that you don't just do something and then when you now finish it, nobody will get it because you didn't do your research to validate it before you put it out. So these are the things you will learn. So types of digital products you can sell now: ebook, guides, templates, online courses. That is my number one. If you want to ask me now, Mo, what is your fave um, digital product? I'm going to tell you that it's a course, and I'm going to tell you why later on. I'm going to explain to you why later on, so that you can know for yourself the reason I'm picking online course. So, coaching and consultation, webinar, masterclass, workshop. This thing I'm doing now, I can sell it now. I can sell it. I can decide to sell this masterclass later. I can say pay whatever you like, and then people will just go ahead. Somebody can pay 1,000. I can set it to, okay, don't pay me below 1,000. So that means people can pay 1,000 to 5,000. If they want to dash me money, they just go ahead and add anything to it, and then they pay me. And maybe 100 people buys it or 1,000. That's 100K in my house. In my house. So that is what we are talking about. So webinar, masterclass, workshop, membership, community, bundle, journal, workbook, stock photography, downloadable prints, and there are more. I'm still going to share a checklist of the digital products you can sell. I just listed these 10 in the guide. There are more that you can sell. So I think that will give you more insight on what to sell. So let me do a break here and ask questions. So what digital product are you looking to sell? You should have a digital product in mind that you feel like you want to sell. So let me see that in the comments. What digital product are you looking to sell? Is it ebook? Is it a template? Is it an online course? You want to coach? You want to start teaching something? You know, webinar videos like this, masterclass, workshops, membership, community. You want to create a community. You want to stand for something. That is a community. You want to help. Bundles. You put together um, maybe template checklists, step by step process that can help people. You bundle it together, they buy. So drop it in the comments. What digital products are you looking to sell? What digital products are you looking to create and sell? Can you still hear me? Or are you scared of creating digital products? That's the reason why we are here. Okay, I can see online course. Yeah, can see online course. Okay, Faith wants to create an online course. Who else? Faith is the only one that has dropped that chat. Okay, Ruth said coaching, Abby. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I can see now. Ruth said coaching and consultation. That's good. Tonya said online templates. Great. Ebooks. Victoria. Great. Yeah, so it's good to have something in mind. That is how to start something. You have something in mind. Okay, this is what I want to start with. It is very, very good. You have some that means you are actually getting ready to create your online product. So that is good. I love that. I love that. Online templates, ebook, online courses, coaching consultation. Great, great. And you'll be able to create that. So let's move on. I don't know why this thing is it. Okay. So 10 profitable digital products, ebook, templates, online courses. You can go ahead and read this. Don't let us waste too much time here. But if there's something you don't really understand, you can ask a question later on. So I just explained, just a summary of these digital products here. Just a summary. So let's look at online course, a structured program where you teach people a skill or guide them through a transformation using video lessons, worksheets, and more. Templates. I think it was it Victoria that said templates, pre-designed customizable files that help people save time and achieve professional results. Coaching and consultation. People who like to teach. That is also great. So this is a summary. So one assignment I'm going to give you now is start researching. Start doing the research on that thing. Oh, I forgot to edit that part. I just saw it now. I'm going to do that here. One of that's one good part about digital product is that if you make a mistake, it is always editable. That's just it. If this is a physical product now, like a shoe, and then when you create the shoe, maybe 100 shoes or maybe 1,000 shoes, and then you make a mistake in creating it, nobody will buy it. That is a loss. But if it's a digital product, you can always go back, edit your mistakes and correct it. You're not going to lose anything. So that is one of the you know benefits of creating digital products. So this is how to create your creation and selling blueprint. The first step is to identify a profitable idea. Start with what you know. Like I said, believe in yourself and do what you know. Think about it, the skills you have, the experience and knowledge. So what do people I'm going to actually help somebody here. So maybe you need clarity on what you know. So it's part of what we are going to do at the end of the class. So if you know what you know, just write it out for me. Okay, these are the skills I have. This is the experience I have. What digital product do you need I can create? Can you give me an idea? I'm going to work on giving you an idea. I hope I get inspiration to give you an idea of what you can create. So what do people often ask you for help? Nutritionists can create a 7-day meal plan guide for busy professionals. So that is an example. So people that are busy and they are always eating junks, and they find out that they are just getting fatter and fatter, and then their health is affecting their health, and then they feel like I need to know what I can eat. So that is the work of a nutritionist. So instead of you waiting for them to come and meet you for coaching, we are talking about busy professionals. They don't have time to sit down for coaching. They're always busy, you know. But if you go ahead and say, okay, let me create a 7-day meal plan for these people, they just get the guide, and then they read it and then they follow it. You can even do it a what's it called, a food timetable, or what do they call that stuff, and then they create it for them. They print it out, they paste it in their kitchen, on a board in their kitchen, and then they follow it, or they tell their cooks, okay, this is what I'm going to eat on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Go ahead and cook this for me. You have been able to help somebody. That is actually a huge problem for them. They are getting fat, they don't want to be fat, it's affecting their health. You have been able to help them, and you have been able to make money too. So that is it. So identify a specific problem, reflect on a challenge you've overcome and how you can help others do the same. What is that challenge you've been able to overcome? How can you help others to do the same? I think I saw somebody, what she does is she teaches people this diastasis recti or something. I hope I get it. When you give birth, if you're a mother here, you will know it. Some people actually give birth, especially people with multiple births, and then their tummy will not go back to the normal position because something has been affected. I think there's something they say is affected, and then it's not going to go back. But some people, they know the step-by-step process to help you get back to shape so that your tummy can go down, so that won't cause an health issue, because people actually they go under the knife to do a surgery to get back in shape. But some people can actually take you through some form of process, so you won't need to do surgery, and it works. I know somebody who does that. That is what she teaches. So it doesn't have to be skills. Some people feel like, I don't know how to design, I don't know how to do this, I don't know tech. It might not be skills, yours might not be skills, it might just be an experience you were able to overcome, a challenge you were able to overcome. There are people going through that challenge and they are waiting for your solution. They are waiting for your solution. That is why God actually took you through it so you can help. So research what your audience struggles with. Look at facts, frequently asked questions, forums or social media. Validate the idea. We've talked about that before. Ask your audience, post on social media or run a poll to check for interest. So these are important things to do. And like I said, we are still going to do this training. We are going to go through it so that people can actually understand. Okay, Victoria ebook, great. So that is it. So this is just a review of the book. If you read it, you will understand it. I just want to do a video out there for people who actually prefer, videos to reading. So when they see the video like this, it will actually stick to them than sitting down to read. So that is why I'm doing this. So choose the right digital product type. Understand the solution your audience wants and how they want it to create the right digital product. So what is the solution your audience wants? Now, one of the mistakes people make when they are creating digital products and then they find out they are not able to sell is because they create digital products they feel people want. Is going to be a failure. You don't just sit down and say, people want this. That is what you want. You're actually creating what you want. You must create what people actually want. So don't fall into that trap of creating what you think people want. You need to find out what they want and really create what they want, not what you feel they want. So research the market and your competitors to get more insights. So if you are a nutritionist, like I said, for example, and then you want to do something like that, there might be people who have done that too. Look at them, check their pages, see how they've been able to do this. If they are coaching, how are they able to do their coaching? you know Attend their webinars, their free classes like this, see how they teach, see how they do it. Okay, these people are making money, they are able to solve problems. You see feedback on their pages, you see review, go and be checking it so that you'll be able to see what works for them and then you'll be able to implement it and also see the mistakes you feel they are making, and you would also be able to avoid those mistakes. So based on your expertise and audience needs, decide if your products will be an ebook, template, course, workshop or membership, whatever it is. So if I want to take you to another level of instructional design, like that's the next level I'm going to, I'm just giving you a sneak peek, and then you want to use an hardy model. So what this RD means, is a framework. So A stands for analysis, D stands for design, development, implementation, and then evaluation. So if you want to create a digital product, the first level is your analysis. You have to analyze, and that is what I just explained. You are analyzing when you're asking yourself, why should I create a digital product? Who wants the digital product? How do they want the digital product? Uh, you know, how can I validate it? Do they really want it? Who are the other people that have created same digital product? How is it going? Who are the ones that are successful? What have they been able to do? That is the analysis level. But if you don't do that level well, that is your foundation. So the reason why some people are not selling their digital product is because their foundation is not strong. They didn't do the analysis well, and that is why they are not selling now. So analysis is very, very important in creating your digital product. So creating high quality content, so that is your level of development. You have to start developing. You design when you know the kind of digital products you want to create, and then you start developing it, creating your content. Structure your content for clarity and easy consumption. This is another mistake. Maybe, I just told you now, like, they are nutritionists for busy professionals. We just talked about nutritionists who created a template for busy professionals. Now, that person has been able to know that our audience are busy professionals. So that person now goes ahead to create a course. Will the person sell? I want you to answer me. Do you think that person will sell? Even if that person sells, the person might not sell very well, because these busy professionals, they don't have time to sit down and be watching course and be writing down, be writing. There is no time. There is no time. What they can do is just to sit down like this, maybe in a seminar, and then they give you 2 hours. Okay, teach us. Or you do a template like that that they can just print and put in their kitchen, like I said, you know. But to create a course, they don't have time. So that is another mistake. So you go ahead and you think, oh, busy professionals, that is my audience. I'm going to create a course for them. It will not work. So that is also another place where you need to analyze and know who your audience is. If you are not sure of who your audience is and you create something that will not work for them, you are just wasting your time. So that is another place where you have to, you really need to be courteous. If it's an ebook, use a clear format with visuals. For courses, break lessons into modules with supporting materials like guides, worksheets, or templates. Keep it focused and actionable. No information overload. Don't make it too heavy, because this thing is online. People will go and be watching video online, and when it's too long, they'll just leave it. That is it. So no information overload. Now, set up your selling platform and price your product. So there are a lot of selling platforms: Seller, Gumroad, Etsy, Amazon, Stansol, Teachable, Calendly. There are also LMSs. Then price your product. Consider value-based pricing, not just effort based. Make sure that your price is, has to do with your value. It aligns. Offer different prices tiers. Now this pricing too, it's also another level of it. It also revolves around the audience. Let me use my own digital product, my courses for example. I sell my courses for 20,000 naira, and the reason why I do is because I know who my audience are. Most of them are students. Most of my student people who buy my courses are students. So if I'm selling for 50,000, I'm just wasting my time. I'm not saying that they are not students that will buy. There will be students that will buy, but I'll be able to count the amount of students who buy. And then the value you are giving out, I'm focusing on a particular business. I'm not doing it the broad way, like, okay, come and learn how to get remote jobs for accountants, for project managers, for software people. I'm just focusing on the virtual assistant industry. So I wouldn't, so that is how you think about your pricing. It's very, very important. All these little details are important. So offer different pricing tiers, standard versus premium packages. So you can decide to create something for somebody else, and then you put the tier. Okay, pay standard for this one. Oh, you are getting more. For example, if I create a course now and I say, okay, this is self-paced, you people will just go through the course and then go ahead with your life. Thank you, bye bye. And then I create another and I say, okay, you people will have the course and then you will also have coaching. You'll be able to come to me one on one, and then I'll be able to do this and do that and do that. That will be different because I'm giving you my time. Do you get it? So that is you pricing your standard and premium packages. So testing pricing and be open, test your pricing and be open to adjustments. So there's a part where you also need to test. Now, beta tests. That's also, you can decide to skip this level if you are sure your product selling, especially if you did a pre-order sales and you got a lot of people, a lot of people bought it at your pre-order stage. You can decide to skip the beta test. That pre-order has already tested your product. It means people are buying. But if the product is new, you can go ahead and beta test it before launching. So these are, I added examples of how you can better test the product. So please read, because I may not be able to go through all. You just have to read the guide. Launch your product. So market and sell your product. Use lead magnets, freebies like guides. This is where some people, I think I two people said that they have already created digital products, but they don't know how to sell. So these are strategies to sell. Although this might not be detailed, because I'm putting it in a guide. I just summarized it, but these are just, step by step strategies you can use to sell. You need to have a lead magnet. Now let me give you an example. If I want to sell a product now, maybe I want to sell a training or something, and maybe a 2-day training, and I want to sell it is maybe a high ticket product. Maybe I want people to pay 50,000 naira for that two day training, or 100,000 naira for the training. I can do a training like this just to introduce them to what they will get. And then after doing that training, I ask them to join for free. They do the training, I save the recording, I put it on a landing page. People go there, I send the traffic there through a sponsored ads or whatever it is, or I post it into communities, or I just do my normal content marketing on my pages, I do my reels, just to get people to that landing page. And then they watch that video, the training I did. And then you'll be able to, you add the call to action, the button to that your high ticket offer, they click on it. They feel like they've been convinced through the training, the video they just watched, and then they click on the buy the offer or whatever the training you want to create, and then that's how you sell. So that is a lead magnet. It is something to lead these people, to lead them on like a magnet, to catch them, to attract them to you. So once you give it to them and then they feel like, oh, this person can actually teach me this, I can, this person knows, my problem, and I feel this person has the solution to my problem, then they will now go for your offer. So that is what a lead magnet is. So it can be a video, it can be a guide, it can be a template, whatever it is, just make sure it is valuable. The fact that it's free doesn't mean it shouldn't be valuable. So that's another mistake people make. Their lead magnets aren't valuable because they feel it's free, so it will not be valuable, it will not be able to bring people in if they can't see any value in it. If they can't see any value in your free products, they believe they can't get any value in the paid one. So create a sales funnel with email sequences and social media promotion. I know you've seen, you've heard about sales funnel. It is a step-by-step process. Like what I just explained to you now, I can create a sales funnel for it. So the first thing in my funnel will be lead magnet, to what is that thing I'm going to create to bring people in, to attract them. That is the number one process in my lead magnet. The number two process in my lead magnet, like the one I just explained before, is a landing page. I create a landing page. I had that video, that my lead magnet video, to the landing page. I put content there, to be able to compel people to take that action and take my paid training. That is the number two step in my lead magnet. The number three step, once they are done, they convert, they buy, and then the next step will be to make them loyal. So maybe you have another offer after that for them, then you just continue like that. So that is what is called the sales funnel. Create a funnel. You know how a funnel is now. That is it. So you'll be bringing people into the funnel. You continue to bring people into the funnel. So that is it. It should not stop unless that your product is just for a particular time. But if it's something people keep buying, your funnel, people must continue to enter. Leads must continue to enter your funnel. So when we get to trainings where we are going to talk about these things, because it's not something you can just talk about in one training, you have to create a particular training for marketing on its own. I'm a digital marketer, so I also know these things. So create a sales funnel with email sequences and social media promotion, boost visibility with paid ads or collaborations, leverage affiliate and influencer marketing for more reach and credibility. Now, some people don't actually do any marketing work when they create products. They just leave it for affiliates. And they make money. Like that picture of seller I sent, you see that the affiliates, you see how much affiliates you're able to make. I think it was 75 million or something. So if you are able to leave some amount of money for them, because for affiliate to sell very well for you, give them like 30% to 50% of your earnings. So let's say you are selling a guide for 10,000 naira. That means you are giving an affiliate 5,000 naira. So you have to choose wisely. So when we get to, the marketing training, under that training, we'll be able to talk about that. And then you get to understand that. Then you automate and sell. You automate and sell. Yeah. So these are tools. I'm sure you've been able to create it. You don't need to use all this. I just added it there so that you can choose whatever works for you. You can decide to say, okay, I'm going with CapCut, I'm going with InShot, and then they have different pricing. So you can decide to say, okay, this is what I'm going to use. So I just added everything. You don't need to use everything. This guide now, I told you I created this guide with Canva. That is all. The only tool I use is my notes, the notes on my phone. That is what I use for my content. Then I also made use of AI, ChatGPT. You should know how to use ChatGPT, because if you just go to ChatGPT and then you tell ChatGPT to give you something and then you copy it and paste it, people will know that this person doesn't know anything. This person, this person just copied and pasted ChatGPT. So you should be able to know how to do that, and it's part of what we are going to learn. So you have to also write your stuff and then go there. What I do is just like going there for more like for structuring, and then for more inspiration. You can just give you something, if you oh, let me add this to it and that and that. And then for your grammar, there are tools to check your grammar so that everything works well, because you can't be too sure. So I used my notes. I put my content there. I went to ChatGPT to structure it and make sure everything is good. And then I come to Canva. I look for a template I love, and then I paste my content there. And then I started designing. You can see images there, you can see colors. I was able to change colors. I wanted to use brown, I wanted to use blue here, I want to use this here. Then you do that to change your font on Canva. You do your what's it called, the page in front and the one at the back, and that's all. And then if you want to link it, I linked the community, I linked the WhatsApp group, the community you joined to it. So once you click on it, you just find yourself in the WhatsApp group. That is if you have WhatsApp. So that is Canva. After doing that, I save the PDF copy. My guide is ready. And then I just go to Seller. And the best part is that it's free. If you want to create a guide, you can put it on Seller for free. It is only when you want to create a course that you have to be paying. And I've heard about a new platform now that you don't need to pay. So there are platforms like that you won't have to pay. Like Seller now, I pay 12,000 monthly, for my digital products. But there are now new platforms where you don't have to pay. They just collect their commission once you sell. So that's that. So how many tools did I use now for this guide? I used my head, my brain. I used the notes, I used ChatGPT, I used Canva, and then I used Seller. That is what I used for this. So you just have to simplify. If you've known me for some time, I don't know if some of my students are here, that I like simple something. I don't like giving myself wahala. So just simplify your process. Don't go with, okay, this is what everybody is doing. Whatever works for you, that's what you would do. So now, I talked about it in the beginning that I'm going to talk about courses. I told you that a course, that is my digital product. I said I'm going to tell you why. So let me ask, let me know if you guys are still following the one talking sense. Let me know if you're still there. Now, I tried. We'll just do a few more minutes and then I'll release it. Let me comment. Faith, you can still hear me. Just put the notification and just let me know if you can hear me now. I can hear you clearly. What about now? Is it clear now? about now? It's saying my connection is unstable. Let me know if you can hear now. And I think this thing is delaying. I think that's why I think it's my network. Oh. I don't know what is going on. Please let me try to troubleshoot it. Okay, it's getting better. It's the network. Oh. Okay, it's better now. It's better now. Okay. Okay, I just got a message that it's better now. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so let's move on to um why an online course. The reason why I said that I love online courses, that is what we want to move on to now. Coming. Okay, so let's move on to that. So online courses are one of the most profitable digital products, allowing you to monetize your expertise, build authority, and create a scalable income stream. Unlike other digital products, courses offer endless possibilities. When you create an online course, you are not just building a product, you are building a valuable asset that can be repurposed into other digital products. That means, in summary, create once, sell forever. Create once, sell forever. Like my courses now, I've created them once, I sell forever. So want to create a profitable online course or optimize your existing course. Oh guys, I sold my I sold myself here. I didn't even know. So let me tell you why. Let me give you more reasons. Now, the number one reason why I love online courses is that it can be asynchronous. So when we are saying asynchronous, there are two types of courses: asynchronous and synchronous. The asynchronous is the self-paced learning. People will just come, they access their courses, and that is what I do. And then they don't need you to be there. They access their courses, is self-paced. They feel like, okay, I only have time during weekends, and then they can come in and do it during weekends. So the synchronous one is the one where you still have to add coaching, you still have to do live classes, and all those ones. So that's the synchronous one. But it depends on what you are teaching on, what you want to train on. That is how you will know the best type of training, best type of courses you can actually go for. So, like I said, I love it because you can actually sit down and say, okay, this is how I want it. You can put everything together. Okay, you want coaching. All these other digital products that people are doing, ebook, coaching, webinar, templates, what again? You can put everything in your course and start selling them one by one, or you sell them in bundles. So that is why I love my online course. All your work at once, and then you get to sell them. I hope you can still hear me. It is well. Oh. So you can get to sell them in bundles. So that is what I've been able to do. So when I created my course has there are ebooks in my course, PDFs you can read, there are videos you can watch, there are templates. So now I have bundles of templates. If the only thing you want is templates, so you can actually solve problem of people, separate people. There are some people who what they want is templates. Bundle your templates, give it to them. These ones, they want ebook, bundle your ebooks, give it to them. They want videos, bundle it, or put everything together in one place. So your online course is like a multiple source of income, because it's like you are creating all digital products in one. So that is why I love my online course. So if who also loves it, don't feel like, you might feel like, it's not a lot of work. Don't feel like it's a lot of work. It's not a lot of work. It might just sound as if it's a lot of work to put together your course, but no, it's not a lot of work. So that is what I love. And then I have a coaching program for this. So before I move to that, all I just want you to know is that in the group now, when we go back, I'm going to set up a poll. That will be tomorrow, because I don't think I can do that now. I just rushed back from the meeting. We had a praise night stuff, and then I just came back. You can see it in my face. So I don't think I can do anything again tonight. Just go and rest. So tomorrow I'm going to put up a poll. Like I said, this is going to be a community where we are going to be training you, training those who are interested, aspiring digital creators. I've shared that seller stuff with you. You've been able to see how much people were able to make, creators were able to make on seller last year. So these people don't have two heads. They were just able to believe in themselves, like I said, and they were able to do what they know. That is it. So you just have to believe in yourself too, and do what you know. So that is just on the seller platform. There are other platforms. There are Stan stores, there are Shopify that people use. People even pay straight to your account. Some people use Stripe, some people use PayPal, some people use Cheaper, and the others. I also use them too. So that is just only on seller. So you know how much digital creators are making daily. It is a daily something. And then some of these products, especially if you are not doing videos like this. How many times do I do videos like this? Just once in a while, not every time. My course is always selling. I've already done the videos, I've put it there. I don't need to now be doing it every day. So a digital product, it is great. But before you get to that, you are a digital creator. So we'll start from the business aspect, the branding aspect. You want to create digital products, you must first of all be a creator. I'm not saying you should stop your work or whatever you're doing, your 9 to 5. You don't need to stop it, but you need to build that brand. I've said that earlier. You know, like that. I can't just see your ad and then go to your page and I'm seeing something different. I'll just go somewhere else. So you have to build that brand. So that is where we are going to start with for the beginners. Building your brand. I'm not saying getting followers online. I'm talking about building your brand, knowing your purpose. What is that thing you want to do? Finding your idea. And then you will now go out there, position yourself for that, showcase yourself for that, tell us your story. This is why I'm doing this. This is what happened. These are the challenges I've faced. This is what I've been able to overcome. So that is what we are starting with. We are going to be doing a training on that to build your brand. So I'm going to do a poll. It depends on what we the number of votes. So if we have people who are interested in that building brand, and that will be the first thing we are going to do. If we have more people who are interested in the sales aspect, that is what we are going to do. So that is how we are going to do it. So if your own is you want to get started, you don't know how to do it, we are starting with branding, because you need a brand, like I said, and then we are moving on to, okay, helping you brainstorm. What digital product do you want to create? How do you create it? That is the content creation aspect. So we're going to do a training on content creation. Even without content creation, you can create a ebook. So with that training, I think I'm going to take you through how to create your ebook practically. I'm going to show you how to use Canva and do everything. So that will be the second training. And then the third one will be for marketing. People already have digital products, but they don't know how to sell it, or those who even don't have but they don't know how to sell, they will also join. Yeah. So that is what we are going to be doing in the community, and we are doing all this all at let me say free, or almost free sha. So that is what we are doing in the community. So it depends on, but this, I hope you people will ginger me sha. I hope people will ginger me, because with this number of people who joined today, So it depends on how ready people are. So that is what the community is for. And then you can always reach out to me personally on WhatsApp, if you have any questions, if you need help with anything. Now, I won't just go through all these and then I've said I'm tired and everything without sharing, my own services. That wouldn't go well. I think I deserve to share my own services too. So I have a what's it called? I have a coaching, private coaching for people who are interested in creating a course. So if you want to create your course, you want me to help you step by step. You want me to take you through the process, starting with the idea, your audience, validate it. You don't want to do it on your own. You want somebody to guide you through it all, to marketing, to sales and the likes, to branding, for you to create your course, put it out there. And then even after putting it out, you have somebody you can always come to ask questions, and help with stuff. That is what it is for. So it's a private one-on-one coaching for people interested in creating their course. And I'm going to be giving you a 50% discount for those who are interested. So Faith, you can drop the link. I'm also going to drop it in the main group. Maybe tomorrow I'll talk about that if you are interested. So that is the service I have for now. And I can also, if there are also some people, I think some people have sent me messages like they don't have the time to create it, but they want to create it. Can somebody create it for them? No problem now. I can create it for you. Just let's talk to me. So talk to me. What do you want me to do for you? So once we talk, we'll be able to work that out. So thank you so much. Now I think I promised that I'm going to help somebody brainstorm their digital product idea. So who is that person going to be? And let me take questions now. Faith, you can't drop. You wanted to drop the link in. If you can't drop it on YouTube, then don't drop it on the platform yet. Please delete it on WhatsApp. I need to talk about some other things before questions. If you can't, I thought you drop it on YouTube. If you can't drop it, then I need to talk about some other things before I just drop that. You're welcome, Tonya. You're welcome. You're welcome. So let me know if you have any questions. If you have questions for me, if you want me to help brainstorm an idea, okay, this is the idea you have. What do you think about it? Something like that. These are the skills you have. What digital product do you think I can create? Stuff like that. So just drop it. Let's use maybe 5 or 10 minutes for that. For those who can still stay, before we end this class. So if you're interested in the one-on-one course creation coaching, you can reach out to me. So while I'm waiting for your question, let me see if I can share that one-on-one course creation so that you can see. Okay, what payment platform apart from PayPal. Yeah, don't worry about that space. I've seen it. We'll post it on the group later. I just don't want to bump into them like that. What payment platform apart from PayPal can I use to get money from clients or people who want to buy my digital product? Because I heard PayPal doesn't work in Nigeria. PayPal works in Nigeria. The only way it doesn't work is you can't you can send money, but you can't receive money. So you can use Seller. This is Seller. What I just shared with you, you can see a platform, you can see one-on-one course creation coaching. Can you see it? So this is Seller. So with Seller, I think you can receive payment from, is it not 19 countries or so? So 19 different currencies also. So I get paid in Kenya, KES, is it Kenya shillings? So I get paid in the Ghana cedis. I have people buy my courses in Ghana, people buy in Kenya, people buy even in Zimbabwe, um, almost all African countries, United Kingdom, and United States of America. So they have the dollar, they have pounds, and they also have all these African currencies and also our naira. So you can use Seller. You can also use Paystack. So if you want to use Paystack, you're going to add that to your website. So if you want to use your own website, so this Seller is like a major platform for everyone. So if you're a creator, you can just create an account on Seller and start selling. So if you want to sell an ebook now, you can sell it for free on Seller. Just create an account on Seller and then put your ebook. People will start buying and they will give you your money. But these people, they have commissions. So if you are selling for 5,000, I think they will collect 10% plus something also, or maybe more than that. So I sell for my course, I'm selling for 20,000 now. When they pay me, they'll pay me 19,000 something. So that is how it is. So they will get their commission. But if you are selling a course on a platform like Seller, you have to pay the monthly subscription. They won't allow you to sell a course for free. So I pay 12,000 naira monthly on Seller. So if you want to use a platform like Seller, you have to be selling very well. And I'm going to teach you how to sell very well so that you won't just be paying and then there won't be any ROI. So it's part of what I'm going to teach you. It's part of what I'm going to teach you if you are looking to create your course. So you can also, like I said, you can use all this gig pay, all this cheaper. You just need to create your USD dollar card and account. So you just send it to them, they pay. You can use Paystack, like I said, you can use Seller. You can, so there are a lot of options that you can use. So I hope I've been able to answer your question. Any other question? I'm available for question. I thought I'm going to be bombarded with questions, but people are not asking questions. It is well. Ask questions. Oh. Yeah, so this is the course. This is my one-on-one coaching. What if you could turn your knowledge into an online course that people can access anytime? So this is it. So if you are interested in doing this and you want to do it today, just send me a message on WhatsApp. I'm going to send you the link, but I don't want to put it on the group now. So I also have another one. This is my 1 hour clarity session. If you still need to talk to me after this and then you want to really talk deep, it's not a question, it's not like something that you can just send ask a question like that. You want to talk deep, you want it to be personalized, you want me to be transparent and honest with you and then give you strategies. This is what the clarity session is for, and it's just 20,000 naira. So if you want to pay in any currency, like I said, you can pay on Seller, you can pay on this platform. So I'll just share the links with you. So this is the course. So I'm not a numbers person. I know you may want to know how much have I made. I'm just going to tell you that I've been able to make millions on Seller here. I don't like sharing my numbers. This is how much I've made or something. I don't like doing that. So this course is selling for 200K, but I said I'm giving you 50%, so you can just pay 100,000. And like I said, there are two parts. So you can choose your own track. 4 weeks accelerated. You want to learn how to create your course in a month, no problem. You want to do 2 weeks, you will learn it in a month, and the second month will be okay. Please ma, how can I do this? All going back and forth and making sure your course comes out a success. 8 week standard, no problem. It's the same price. I'm just working with your time. Like my clients, I don't know if you check my Instagram page, you see our review there. I'm still going to share it on the page. She was interested in this 4 weeks accelerated. She wanted to create her course in a month. She's an expert. She knows what she wants already. She just needed guidance to put it out. So we went for this 4 weeks accelerated, and she put out her course in a month. And now she has clients all over. She's a virtual assistant coach, you know, and our own. That is what I want. When you are a coach and somebody learns from you, you want them to be successful even more than you. She's doing well. Even her own price, she's selling the same vehicles, and her own price is even ours is even more expensive than mine, and people are buying. So that is what I want. I want you to win even more than myself. It is my joy. It is a joy of a leader for people, you know who are learning from them to win more than them. So a month is enough for you to create your course with the guidance and everything. And if you are somebody who don't want to rush, you can go for the standard plan. So any more questions before we end this class? I don't think we have any more questions. So if you don't have questions now, you have them later, just reach out to me on WhatsApp. Or if it's a question that is going to take long and then you need deep review and stuff like that, you are going to have to go for my clarity session. So thank you so much for joining. I appreciate this. Thank you for joining. Please continue to read the guide and do your research. The assignment I'm giving you, those who already know what you want to create, coaching and consultation, yours is a book, yours is a course. Do your research. Go online. Google is your friend. Do research. Follow people who are doing stuff like that. You will get more insights. You can even start putting together your content, step by step. Even on YouTube, yeah, there are free, trainings you can watch that will help you, so you can do that, and I'm sure you will come out a success. And like I said, my WhatsApp is open. You can always pop in and ask questions. So I pray God will help us in this community. God will help us build it. God will open the eyes of everyone there, to see the gifts God has already put in them, and to be able to run with it, to be able to make use of it, you know, to achieve success and give glory to his name. Amen. Thank you so much for joining. So I'm gonna end the stream now. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Tonia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.